everybody. This is Robert with the Space Coast Rocket. I have Meredith Ott with me here today from Heart Roofing. Hello, Meredith.
Hello.
And the reason why we're doing this video today is because I've been inundated with tons of messages from different people in the community about getting their roof repaired, and they feel like they're getting scammed a lot of times. And I'm not here to say whether or not they're being scammed, but that's how they're feeling. And so I wanted to get an expert, and I know Meredith, and she is definitely an expert in this industry. And she's going to kind of give some tips and some advice on how to know the right things to look forward to, or what to look out for when getting your roof repaired. But again, this is not legal or financial advice. This is just from her own experiences as being a roofer in Brevard County. And why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and about Heart Roofing, Meredith?
I am one of the owners of Heart Roofing. There's three of us that own Heart Roofing: Thomas Kite, Christian Ott, my wonderful husband, and myself. We started Heart Roofing after working for other roofing companies and not really wanting to participate in like huge roofing companies. We wanted to make it small. We wanted to make it uh, more personable, being in Brevard County only. So we want people to make informed decisions, comfortable decisions about roofing. Nobody wants to buy a roof.
Right.
You know, come over to my house, see this brand new kitchen. You know, like, look at these appliances.
Right.
Nobody is like, come over and see my new roof.
You're right.
It doesn't leak anymore. It's beautiful. So we encourage people to get other estimates. Oh, as I almost dropped my phone. So that they know that they're making the right decision. But we do encourage people to choose other roofing companies that have a good reputation, like JAL Roofing or Florida Roof Brothers. We love them.
And how did you come up with the name Heart Roofing? Where does that come from?
I am a licensed cardiac sonographer, so I look at hearts all day. That's my love. I work at ORMC, Orlando Health, in downtown Orlando as an adult cardiac sonographer, and that's my first love.
Yeah.
A house divided, sonography and roofing. So when we named it, we knew that it's an easy name to remember, and hopefully people get a good vibe from us.
I think that goes without saying. I think after this video, people will have a good vibe about it too. You'll capture their hearts, maybe. I don't know.
We put our heart into every roof.
Hey, the endless possibilities with that name.
Absolutely.
What sets your business apart in the roofing industry?
So we give an estimate up front. We itemize it. There's no hidden fees. There's not going to be a big bill at the end. Also, we have finance options. So not everyone's expecting to get that wonderful letter in the mail that their insurance company is dropping them in 6 months if they don't get a brand new roof. And a lot of people don't have thousands of dollars saved up. And so we can help out customers with financing, or if they're paying cash or check, we can, definitely set up a great price with high quality and products, as opposed to like, oh, this is what we're going to do and you got to deal with it.
Right, right. And let's talk about work authorizations, because there's a lot of things in terminology that people don't understand when it comes to roofing, myself included, which is why I'm asking you these questions.
Right.
But why is it important for homeowners to understand work authorizations when dealing with roof damage?
So originally it was an assignment of benefits, and these AOBs got a terrible name. I believe that legislation went through that companies aren't even allowed to do AOBs anymore. But basically they took the same concept and they just called it a work authorization. It's legally the same thing. You are assigning your benefits, your insurance benefits, to the contractor that you sign with Once you sign with that contractor, that is the contractor you have to use. It's a legal nightmare to get out of that legally binding contract with the contractor. I feel like I'm saying contractor a lot. So you, and people don't like that. A lot of
Right.
times it's the first person that comes and knocks on their door. They go, "Oh, we can, there's roof damage in your area. We can get you a free roof. Just sign here." And you're like, "Oh, okay, no problem." Well, when you see how much money is going to that roofing company, it can really infuriate people. And also, a lot of times you don't have control over what's products are being used on your roof. You could
Right.
have the very inexpensive, some people call it tar paper. It's called felt paper. In Brevard County, we generally use 30-pound felt paper, not Heart Roofing. But what you really want is what they call like ice and water shield, or a
Okay.
rubber membrane, or something to that extent, because that's considered a secondary water barrier. It almost costs the same as the felt paper.
Right.
And when you get your new roof, you get a new wind mitigation, which we include in your estimate is a wind mitigation. You get that huge discount of a secondary water barrier. Whereas if you go with somebody that you're not selecting your materials, you miss that discount completely because they're using felt paper. You're also not protecting your house as well.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem right to put paper on the roof. I mean, I think there's like a fairy tale about that or something.
It collapsing in. The good
Yeah,
thing is eh, with us having high wind storms, if you do lose shingles, or God forbid a metal panel comes flying off, you
right.
do have that secondary water barrier that's protecting your home.
I got you. And so the next question is, what are some of the risks homeowners might face if they sign a work authorization without fully understanding it?
Well, there's no such thing as a free roof. That's sometimes the gimmick that a roofing company will give you, is that, "Oh, we'll take care of all the paperwork, all the money comes to us, or we charge the insurance company, and you
Right.
don't have to worry about your deductible." In any case with an insurance claim, you do have to pay your deductible. It's insurance fraud
I
to overcharge the insurance company to
got you.
negate the deductible. These companies, a lot of times that do these assignment of benefits or work authorizations, they're not from Brevard County.
Okay.
We deal with Brevard County, and we go a little bit south, but we generally stick to Brevard County.
Okay.
And so a little bit in Indian River, and then we'll touch north, Port St. Lucie. It is a long drive. Have you seen how long Brevard County
Oh,
is?
yeah. I drive it every day from
Yeah.
covering a
So
car
just
accident,
handling,
going all the way up to Rockledge to do a train accident, and then up to Mims for something else.
oh,
It's a long county.
that's hours in the car.
Yeah.
So Brevard County is more than enough.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. Um, you mentioned fraud. How does your company ensure transparency to protect homeowners from those kinds of risks?
So definitely the itemized uh, estimate that we hand out, and then also the estimate has the price on it. Sometimes you'll find that you sign a work authorization with a company, and then they never reveal to you the price of the roof. And that's because they're charging the roof, or excuse me, the insurance company, an overinflated price. So if we'll say you have a 10 square house, which square is a 10 by 10 um, square foot section of the roof. So we'll say it's 10 squares, and Heart Roofing charges you $600 per square for a brand new shingle roof with a warranty and free annual inspections. Uh, and you're like, "Oh, okay, that's not that bad." And then you didn't go with us, but you signed a work authorization. The company that you go with that charges the insurance company directly, they could be charging $900 a
I see.
square So you just took a $6,000 roof to $9,000. And generally what happens is people think that they get to keep that money. Like,
Right.
oh, they overcharged. They're going to give me the money. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. That roofing company is walking away with their $9,000.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. After a lot of storms, and I remember this when we had a brief tornado that touched down over by Sarno, which was just crazy. Um, but within minutes of that storm, there were roofing contractors everywhere,
Oh,
you knocking on door, like they were everywhere. Uh, but
nice. Go
what
getters.
advice, what advice would you give homeowners, when selecting a roofing contractor after a storm like that?
I don't think that jumping to the first roofing company that knocks on your door is the best selection. Do research, make sure that they're licensed and insured. Especially, you can look up the Better Business Bureau. You can look that I got a phone call and I didn't
Uh,
know if I blanked it out. They can look up on the DBPR
okay,
and see who is licensed. And then also all over the internet, you can see insurance policies for
gotcha.
roofing companies. We can also provide a copy of our insurance policy if somebody is concerned about the legitimacy of our insurance policy. Believe me, we pay a lot. I shared with you earlier that one of our insurance policies for the year is $81,000.
Right.
So if you ever wonder why roofing is expensive in Florida, it's the labor and the insurance policies that we have to pay
Yeah.
yearly. And
It,
um,
it seems like everything that involves housing in Florida is expensive because insurance is expensive.
absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I think that in Florida, roofing, so offshore fishing, I feel like always gets like the worst insurance policies. It's the most dangerous job. And then you have linemen
Right.
and then roofing right behind it.
Yeah.
Um, People fall off roofs, and that's why it's very important with the license and insured is because if somebody does fall off your roof, and accidents do happen, we get to watch your channel every day and see that.
Yeah.
Um, so accidents do happen. If that insurance company doesn't have that employee insured, that uninsured employee can completely come after you in a lawsuit, the homeowner.
Wow.
So our employees are under our payroll. If anything happens to them, our workers' comp that we pay a lot for will cover them. And you are not liable for their injury on your property.
So don't just have your baby mama's cousin or your homeboy come out there and look at it. Have somebody's got some coverage, or it might end up costing you.
Every everyone's got a friend.
Everybody's got a friend.
Everyone's got a friend.
You got a
My
hookup
friend
man.
my friend Steve, he used to do roofing in Michigan and he's fine.
He's got one
Um,
now, but don't worry about that. Uh, but yeah, part of the insurance thing, insurance gets confusing sometimes, and there's a lot of things that people just don't understand. How do you guys at Heart Roofing kind of navigate through that, and help people through that process?
so I think if it's a simple claim and the insurance company pays out correctly, that's good for you. If you're getting into a complex claim or if the claim seems really low, we recommend that someone can go to a public adjuster. We like to refer people to Ask an Adjuster. They've treated our customers really well and they're very honest and upfront about the process. It's one of the deals where you don't pay unless, they get paid, et cetera, like legal services. And we had a couple months ago, a customer, we just looked over the insurance estimate, and the insurance company left off removing the roof. So they got paid for a new roof. But the catch is we have to remove the old roof, and that needs to be paid for by the insurance company.
Right.
So mistakes can happen in the estimate process,
Right.
and so that's why we recommend a public adjuster to help out. Especially, we don't do this on a daily basis, is do insurance claims. And so just like you don't do roofing on a daily basis, so you hire us to do
Right.
your roofing to help out with your insurance claim, you would hire a public adjuster.
Right. That makes sense. Well, that's good to know because that's a big step to miss is taking the roof off. Uh,
Whoops.
it's probably one of the more expensive parts of the process, I would imagine. I don't know. It sounds like a lot of labor.
I, it's pretty tough. I'll tell you, I don't want to be physically up on the roof, removing a roof when it's 100 degrees outside in August.
Yeah.
Whatever temperature, even I've done roof inspections where I'm drenched in sweat just from being up on the roof for 10 minutes. So I can't imagine being up there all day, July, August, September, removing a roof. Like whatever temperature it is down on the ground, it's amplified
Right.
exponentially up on the roof.
Plus all the work you're doing while you're up there.
Oh gosh, the blisters on the thumbs.
What I mean, so the Space Ghost rocket is based on the community. Like part of our mission here is to just not report what's going on, but like how can we help the community besides just informing? What can we do? And that's what we try to partner with organizations that have the same mindset. What's the most rewarding part of your job, and how does Heart Roofing, give back to the community?
It definitely feels good that we're local and that we're helping parts of our community. We've done so many roofs for our friends, help them out in situations. And then, of course, you do roofs for people and then they become your friend. That's always a nice thing. But now the donations that we're able to send out into Brevard County, it feels really good. Like little kiddos getting water bottles at the elementary school, the baseball team in Palm Bay able to get new equipment. So we are fortunate in our success, and then we're able to send it back out into the community. And especially, you got to help the kids. You
Got
got
to
to help the kids. You got to help the kids and the puppies and the kitties.
I love that. I mean, I love that, and that's why I like working with you guys. It's important, and it's not just important to do it, but it makes you feel better at the same time.
It does. We say like, oh, we're doing it, but for other people, but it does make you feel good
Yeah,
whenever you're helping out other people.
yeah, and I think that's one of the times it's okay to be selfish. Is to I want to feel good because I'm making other people happy. I think that's okay.
Absolutely.
Um, Two more questions for one. The second to last one is for homeowners watching this. What's the first step they should take when they think that they have roof damage?
If they think that they have roof damage and you don't have an active leak, call the insurance company ASAP. We have so many people that say they're going to wait. And I don't understand it. They think that the insurance company is really busy. Do not feel sorry for the insurance company. They're okay. But get your call in immediately to the insurance company so that they can send out a field adjuster
Right,
and get that check rolling. Like
right,
you don't want a damaged roof because water is very powerful. Water always wins is our little slogan that we have, is that water always wins. So you could have a roof right now that's not leaking, that's damaged, but that water can infiltrate and become a leak. Um, and then if you do have a leak right off the bat, call a licensed and insured roofer to do an emergency temporary repair. The good thing about the emergency temporary repair is that you will be reimbursed by your insurance company for whatever you had to pay out. They pay back the entire thing.
okay,
But also, you want a licensed insured roofer getting up on your roof because of the insurance.
Right.
So generally handy persons,
Persons. Okay. Yeah.
I think that's correct. Handy persons don't have an insurance policy, excuse me, that covers them performing work on your roof. I believe the handy person insurance company is basically like covering like being on a ladder, and that's the extent of it, not a roof. So if that person does fall off your roof, again, you would be responsible for that person being injured on your property.
Wow.
So licensed and insured, and like I said, you can always check BBB or the DBPR. They have the license numbers and insurance policies posted on their website. Easy to find, easy to read, but definitely don't wait.
Right.
It's going to get worse.
There's no benefit to waiting.
There's no benefit of waiting. I'm not sure. Maybe you don't want to wait on hold.
Yeah. Except that there's some hold music. I don't know if you've heard that, like government hold music. This dun, 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 dun. You could dance to. I love that hold music. But other than that,
I know. You know what? Actually,
you know what I'm
Robert,
talking
that
about?
was really good. I knew exactly.
Yes.
So my husband was the one of the production managers. They have multiple shifts at Sterlite in Ennis, Texas for years. And I'd call him at night, and because he always worked night shift, and I'd be put on hold, and it was that music.
That was
So
that
I
music?
listened, I heard that music for 12 years, and that's all I think about is Sterlite in Ennis, Texas, having that whole music.
Anybody's been in government or military knows that hold music.
It's very relaxing.
Yeah.
Very relaxing.
You figure you're on, you're like, hello? Oh, I forgot what
You have a talent there to replicate the music.
I've been on hold a lot. Well, thank you, Meredith. I mean, thank you for coming on, because I get a lot of questions from the community, and I know a lot of things, but there's a lot of things I don't know, and when I don't know them, I don't pretend to know them. I want to go find answers from the people that know them. So
that's good.
And and I'm trying to use our platform to inform people and find somebody who knows, like Art Roofing, and it enables them to educate the rest of the community on our behalf. So thank you for that. How can people find out more about you if they want to contact you?
We have the very easy website of heartroofing.com.
Sounds good.
Our phone number is 321-499-3012.
Okay.
We pick up the phone normally. Don't call us at midnight. No. Let us sleep. But generally, if we're not spending special or quality time with our families, we're going to pick up the phone. And especially if you have a leak, we're going to be over there trying to help you out at ASAP.
Now, do you guys have hold music? That's what I want to.
No, we don't. Maybe we need to
get the hold music. You'll get more. All right, Meredith. Well, thank you again for coming on, and we'll try to get more questions or more answers for any other questions that the people have. If you leave comments in here,
I would love that.
Yeah, great. And let's do this again. Let's
okay.
This next month or something, if we get more questions, and you can come on.
Okay, that sounds good.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Bye.